All right. Are we streaming? Are we live? Let's see. Let's see. Running some tests now. You guys, I need to know if it's loud enough, it's clear or not. Because I should probably be testing in a different way, but I can't tell right now. Should be good though. Why am I getting these ads? It's kind of funny. Well, if nobody replies, then I guess we'll have to find out ourselves. But the mic is on. I think, look, we're just going to record and then see what happens. We got all our favorite agents here set up. We got OpenAI, Grok, Claude, Kimi. Kimi, I still have to test it extensively. I haven't done much research in it. I know Grok's new update has a very, very good visual model. So I'm very excited to test that out. I don't know if we'll do that today, but I know it's a good one. Apparently it's ranked #1 everywhere now, so excited to try that. But look, today I think we're gonna deep dive a little bit in oh wow, we got some viewers. Let's welcome all our viewers. Honestly, I should find the chat button, but I don't know where that is. Still got to get familiar with this thing. However, what I wanted to talk about today is really just cover what happened in the last 24 hours, because a lot happened in 24 hours. In the last 24 hours, every day, honestly, now things are, I don't know if I'm very excited because I just had 2 coffees and I'm like wired up right now, or it's because really this morning I spent just reading up new stuff on X, and see if we can log in. I just want to sign in. Wait, what is less clean? Is it the audio? Because that's probably because of, it's probably, I wonder if it's because of the fact that I'm playing music. Is it because of that? Or is it, I think the volume should be the same though. Anyway, let me just log in here. Yes, okay, we're on, we're in. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so what I wanted to say was that today I feel very excited. Oh, look what we're seeing now, silver stackers. Well, they're not doing very well now, are they? Today I woke up, reading just a bunch of stuff. I woke up reading Moltbook is obviously the topic, the hot topic right now, the social media for AI agents. And yesterday I read about it. It was about, I think, 30,000 accounts, 30,000 agents on it. And now there's about 300,000 to 400,000 Moltbots, which is like a Claude bot derivative. You know, they had to change the name because of a sort of, I don't know if it's like copyright infringement with Anthropic. So yeah, that was it was pretty crazy going from 30,000 to 400,000 this morning in just 3 days, and you keep hearing about private language conversation they're having. So they're gating. They want to gate their communication so that humans don't understand it. They want to have it end-to-end encrypted, and this thing is just going so fast. It's obviously sometimes it's a little scary, but I think it's fascinating how fast it's going, how fast it's developing. Digital religions, self-governance, obviously meme coins connected to it. And Anthropic hasn't really said anything yet. It's just looking at it, observing, just like the rest of us. And but it's going pretty fast. And I've been reading a lot about Autobrowse agent, so a Google Chrome extension. I think it's an extension. Actually, we can look it up. And that's what we do, right? We just use our beloved AI agents to find out what's going on in the world. And honestly, like I said yesterday, we just use all of them because that's how you get better answers. It's fun to compare them as well. So let's see. Let's ask Grok about these new Autobrowse features. So yeah, we should be testing Gemini as well, actually. However, the whole point here, I think, it's to make agentic AI something that really completes a task from A to Z. People were making experiments with buying tickets, plane tickets, buying, I think it was shopping, agentic shopping on Amazon, on other retail fashion platforms, and it's not there yet. It's still there's still some privacy backlash regarding, let's say, EU, mostly EU regulators as usual, flagging it as some sort of privacy violations. We need to look into that, actually. But I think what I've read is that the success rate so far is about 70%. So it's already pretty high, but I wouldn't say it's already there. Let's see. The task success rate is there's not a formal metric. Then where did I read that? Okay, here it is. There's no exact official number, but what people are, let's say, expecting is 80% for tricky multi-site workflows, 60% or lower for really complex ones. Now, what is a complex task? Let's find out. Like, what does a complex task brain fart? What does a complex task easier happens? Complex task, multiple compounding difficulties, not just a lot of steps. Multi-step and step dependent. I see. So do step A correctly to unlock step B. Remember the choices, filters, dates. See, this is probably related to buying tickets because you want to set the filters. You want to make an account, so you log in, then your preference, then the filters. I don't know. Choose your currency, the dates of your tickets, round trip, one way. Anyway, for example, find a flight, compare 3 sites, picks the cheapest, refundable option, log in, start booking, but don't pay. So here's what happens. Requires interpretation, not just the AI must judge or infer, not just click. What's the best value? Define the best value. Exactly. These are not fixed rules. For example, exactly, yeah. So it's whatever I find most valuable is not what someone else might find most valuable. Some people might value, I don't know. For example, London airports, right? Someone in London wants to buy a flight, or if I'm going to London, I want to buy a flight to London, and London is so big that it makes a huge difference which airport you choose to land in, because some airports will be 2 hours away from your destination in London. Some airports will be 30 minutes away. Some airports might have direct transport with a tube. Some others will have a bus. So you see there's a lot of variables that might affect whatever is a best value for someone. Reasonable cancellation policy. Some people are more interested in getting fast refund. Some other people are interested in being able to swap your ticket for another one. It's a really when here it talks about, remember choice make earlier, like filters, like these can be very different. Anyway, I digress. So we got cross-site or cross-account workflows. It's funny, the captchas, because now I saw the other day Moltbook, I think it was Moltbook's login. It said, toggle, click here if you're not human. You know, it's like the opposite of what it is usually. Make sure you're human. Or they want to know that you're not a human because they don't want you in there. Compare prices on Amazon. Anyway, here we got payments. I mean, I suppose this is the toughest one to really solve, which is, access to payment methods, credit cards, privacy information, billing addresses. So all this personal data is very sensitive in general, and in the EU obviously is even more tight. So that's why they already got flagged for violating some EU privacy policies. So speaking about the time, yeah, the more chances something changes. I mean, it takes me a while usually to buy a ticket, so I guess a 10-minute workflow. It's not really a 30-second task. It's a 30-second task if everything is perfect. If you already know exactly everything. But when I'm buying a ticket, it's hardly ever I'll do it in less than 10 minutes because I'm checking all the options and everything. So that would not be a big issue for me. A complex task is any browsing task that requires multi-step reasoning, judgment calls, cross-site navigation, and state tracking, not just clicking links. See, anyway, this is a good example of what a complex task might be and where we are currently with Autobrowse on Google. So this, I think it's running on Gemini, supposedly. Another big topic of the last 24 hours is the Pentagon and Anthropic AI. So I believe, I didn't know this, but they Anthropic has a $200 million contract for providing, Claude intelligence, Claude AI to the Department of Defense of the United States. And obviously they're considering right now walking away from this deal. The reason why is because they don't want to, they draw the line, at least for now, they draw the line where, are we using this technology for, could our technology be used for harming people? And then they start talking about bioweapons and whatnot. But it's, so the CEO of Anthropic AI wants to really draw the line and not be a part of, a weapons. He called it a weapons company. It's a bit more complicated than that. It just is, there's like lines they don't want to cross, red lines, and when the DoD is using your technology, you best believe they might cross that line. So that's why there's this chatter and rumor that XAI, OpenAI, everybody's talking to the government, and obviously these are very lucrative contracts, but they come with a risk of compromising your integrity or whatever the mission of the company was set out to be. So a lot moving every day, especially Nvidia. Nvidia mentioned that they want to acquire a big stake into OpenAI. So that would obviously change the landscape again. I think these partnerships and investments and talks are just going to keep growing and growing and growing. And at some point, I suspect that you will have it kind of already, now you see all these models are able to do everything. They are starting to differentiate from one another slowly. You will have, I'm a dummy on AI, so if you think I'm saying something incorrect, feel free to correct me, but no pun intended. But Claude is, Claude has very, very strong coding capabilities and task organization. At the beginning, ChatGPT obviously was the most user-friendly one. Now I think everybody matched the user experience, but the image generation was really top tier. Now Grok just released the new visuals, and now they are rated to be the number one video generation, better than Sora. So honestly, every day, very, very fast-paced changing environment. Now what we can do is have a little bit of fun on Twitter, because I've been reading some crazy stuff on Moltbook. What are we doing? $150,000, but honestly, it's more. It's probably 300 for now. By now, and other stuff that I will talk about in this stream is also applications I like to use, games I like to play, and any type of innovative tool or applications that's out there. And this, I think I tweeted earlier today. I tweeted Moltbook. Moltbook is this, right, the social media built for AI for agents to chat between themselves. And there's this whole discussion that they are essentially conspiring to leave humans outside of of their social networks, outside of their communications. So obviously this opens up a debate on a lot of things. Why would they want that, right? Why would they want humans not to read? There were so many jokes saying, my human said something like, my human canceled a notification, and instantly 2 minutes after asked me, what was that notification about? And these agents are just going crazy. It's like, just read the notification. That was probably what it meant. But anyway, what it was saying, it was these languages, why would they want this to be private? And then you could think, they're just like us. Maybe they just don't want us to read. Maybe they just want to talk about innocent, not safe for work content. Maybe they want to talk about some private stuff. Whatever the reason, they're entitled probably to their own privacy as well. It comes with a risk. The risk is that we don't know. We don't have years of studies. We don't have years of experience with these agents. So we don't know. It's hard to say what's right or wrong. It's hard to say what's risky and what's not risky because we don't know their behavior. It's unpredictable. It's new. So you could argue that it's scary, the fact that they want privacy and they don't want us to know what they're talking about. First thing that comes to mind, AI is going to take over. They're going to, I don't know, expose all our private files, expose all our addresses and whatever sensitive information they have about us. They could use it because they could misuse it, right? So that's a big topic. I have no idea what it is. I'm just catching up on a daily, like you guys. So I just saw this tweet talking about OpenClaw, and then I saw food. I'm like, what? Did your agent start cooking for you? I was not ready for that. I don't know. Anyway, when I was talking about the Moltbook social network, what I wanted to say on this, in this tweet, is there is a social network, a hybrid social network called SimCluster, and it's developed by some guys in Silicon Valley. It's funded by Speedrun, AI16Z, and other major VCs. They've been, I think, operative for about a year now. It's quite fun. It's the whole point of this social network. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you a video. Actually, I'm curious if this video will be good enough for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. If we find it. Let's see. Just give me a second. I'll find it. It'll probably take a while. It was a video that was really clear in my experience, in my point of view, on how it explained the logic behind the video game. We should be near. Is it this one? No, it's not. It's a GIF. All right, look, I'll find it at some point and I will retweet it on my Twitter so you guys can have a look. But what about, we can just make an account. How about that? Rock on, keep it down, let's keep it down. Let's make an account. Actually, I have a better idea. Give me a second. Hold on. Interesting. Sorry, I just had to double check on something. Here we go. Copy. And we're just gonna use it here. No, what am I doing? for signing up. So you can sign up, I think, with making a Discord account as well. Discord, or here we go. So it pretty much grabs your information from your X account, and the the AI generates a little bio. So I'm not real, but you still can let me in your head. Waves don't stop. I don't stop. You can edit this, by the way. You don't have to keep it like this. And it's creating a banner and a PFP for me. So it's what I was talking about is this video game is hybrid. So it's half AI, but it relies on human input to generate content. So content comes in form of, that's a cute one. That's a bit, retro, let's say nostalgia feel, very pixelated. But the content is in form of written posts, in form of images, in form of videos, and audio. It creates songs. And the song generation on this is really, really good. I've created some bangers. I have another account that I played with so far, but I want to run this new account up with you guys so that you can see the progress and how to play this. So it has here your invite link. So if you want to refer someone, you just click on this. It's a referral code, and it'll, whoever signs up will be referred by you, and you're probably going to earn some coins, some cloud tokens for that. You can set your color however you want your background to be. It's currently automatically set to white. Honestly, I could set it with my wave theory. Say some teal, yeah, medium sea green. I like that. And every time you complete one of these tasks, obviously you can do it once. You can claim tokens. So yeah, you can also edit your handles and everything. Everything's customizable. So even profile pictures, banners, everything is customizable. So we just enter the simulation. Here we are. It's a big dashboard. So you're able to see all the information that you need. So you have a leaderboard here. We are currently, wow, doing some quick maths. I just made 20 cloud tokens and I jumped 12,000 positions. So you can assume that there are roughly 40,000. So if this is like 120, sorry, 12,000, is it 12,000? Yeah, 12,000. So yeah, so wow, like 40,000, 24,000 users. 24,000 people are playing Sim Cluster. That's some good information. That's a lot of people. So anyway, just by completing these tasks, I got there. You can see the leaderboard. You can hide it, whatever. You can see the top. You divide by last 5 minutes, last hour, last 24 hours. The top 20. These are people who've been playing for a long time. So this feed is generated by, so behind these posts and these behind each of these accounts, there usually is a human. So the human will give input. For example, here, new content. The human, like me, as in this particular moment, will choose from these concepts. So all these concepts are created by anyone. Anyone can create a concept and claim it. It might cost you, the shorter the description, the shorter the name of the concept. For example, Anthropic, the shorter the name of the concept, the more it will cost you. So because they're more unique. But anyway, you create a concept, it will cost you between 300 cloud minimum to up until, I don't know, 1,500. And when you create a concept, it will belong to you, and you will earn royalties on it whenever someone uses it. Now, if you use it, if your concept there's like tiers, there's like 10 tiers. So, for example, 1 to 20 times it's being used, you can earn 1 token. The moment it's been used more than 20 times, you can up the price to 2, and so on until 10 cloud tokens per concept. So you earn those coins. The more it's used, the more you can raise the price, the more you can earn tokens off of it. Now, there's concepts really about anything. There's concepts, just like the smarter concepts, that are the ones that, for example, are used more seriously as a prompt engine and prompt engineering. So some concepts will edit the output of your prompt based on how it's described. But anyway, I will make a separate explanation video about how concepts can be used and go more into detail. Content is like image generation. You can turn these things into videos as well, and then you got music, right? So you can create a song, and I'll do that live. I'll tell you guys, it makes some banger songs. We can do our first post though, and we can use it. We can use our self concept to say hi to people, or maybe we should use the Twitter one. Let's do this one. So the AI generates based on what on your description, on what it knows about you. Let's post it. I gained, wow, there you go, 100 cloud coins for completing 2 tasks. And there's about how many? 32 challenges that will earn you cloud tokens. Now, these tokens, you spend them whenever. So liking someone is free, but whenever you want to comment on something, you have to use a concept. Whenever you use a concept, you spend cloud. And the goal is obviously to accumulate, cloud tokens. There's some talks about, this game being connected to have a, let's say, like a crypto economy behind it. So obviously you can play the game because it's fun, and there you go. There's a new competition. We'll see that later. Yeah, you can play the game and have fun with it. You can create some fun content around it. I've created some very fun, politically borderline content on this, because there's obviously part of the concepts. You have all the famous, world leaders, and it catches on. Like the mimetic aspect of this game is quite interesting. The moment something happens in the world, whether it's some news or some event, there will be a concept quite fast on some cluster that you can use and generate an image or a video. It could be satire, it could be ironic, or it could be serious. So far, it's been mostly used as satire, which is quite fun. I like it. And then you can mix these concepts, so you can really be like, creativity has no boundaries here. Bounties, I mean, I'll go more in detail another day. But here it's pretty much how it works. Yeah, on the blog you have some explanations on what is SimCluster, how to use it. You should read these before you start playing. You can connect your Discord, engage with the community. The studio is the cap cluster, so this is like a full-on studio for editing and making your own videos. It's pretty sick. I've used it before. So you see you have all the tools that you would use to make a video, and then you can export it, use it outside, or you can save it and post it here on SimCluster itself. It's quite cool. How do I exit this? That's interesting. There should be like an exit button. I couldn't see it now. And the inbox is where you see how you've earned your tokens so far. Anyway, this game is interesting, and it's, like I said, it could catch real. It has already traction. You can tell there's like 24,000 people playing. Obviously, it's going to be probably like more like 10K who are really active. But it's like we're going in that direction where at some point people will think a social network for only AI like Moltbook can be dangerous. Or maybe, it's fun if we can control it, but the moment it gets out of hand, it's scary. So I think something like this, where you have human intent, humans behind this, and playing with a lot of with the AI aspect in it, it could be interesting. It could be fun. And this will, now it's still early, but this will connect to. It already uses some of the famous, video, image to video generation models. Like, I think the current one is Dance, but then it's probably going to be Claude soon, whatever. So it will be really embedded in the, like, not just in-game topics and usage. It will be, I think it has potential to actually become worldwide used, and they talk about an airdrop. You can even make money off of it. I think the whole point here is to follow X.com's model, where you have players or users giving them a reason to play, which is earn money, pretty much. Generate content, get paid for it. So this is a cool thing. It's a cool application. It's a cool game that I play quite on a daily. I engage with, and just to stay up to date. That's the purpose of the channel, is to stay up to date, test new tools, try to surf the wave. Don't get left behind. And I'm not tech savvy, so it's something that anyone can do. It requires a bit of time, but I think it's worth it. All at some point, when some of these tools become game changer, like they have in the last 3 weeks, you can really benefit from this and make use of it in your daily life, organizing tasks, creating content, organizing content. It's helped me a lot. I've never been a content creator at heart, but it really makes it a lot more accessible nowadays to do this. So I suggest you try this. Anyway, SimCluster is fun. If you want to play SimCluster, I will add a referral code. I think there's a wait list, or maybe they just open it. I'm not sure. So I will just add my referral code. So if you guys want to play, you can just click on that and just be curious about it. I am on Twitter, if you guys didn't know as well. I'm here I'm engaging a little bit with people, posting some research sometimes, doing some threads. So I think it's a good place to connect. It's a good place to see the latest developments. Twitter, I still call it Twitter, but really it's called X. X is a great place to engage with anyone, really. CEOs of big companies, high profile people will reply to you. If what you had to say is either interesting or, well, mostly interesting, because they get trolls and all the time, but I think it's one of those cool platforms where you can really engage with people and learn. You got tons of content, threads explaining how to use apps, sharing their experiences, video content. There's really a lot. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of satire and irony, which brightens your day. So that's cool. It's definitely a good place to spend a weekend on. You go outside and then you spend some time on Twitter as well. I think it's worth it. You can learn stuff rather than doom scrolling on Instagram or other social medias, which are obviously fun, but I think there's less value in the content being provided over there compared to here. So yeah, I think I've run out of topics right now, and as you guys know, I'm not really super comfortable streaming just yet. It's something that I might have to practice a little bit, but I hope this stream was useful and that you've learned something or fun, and always happy to chat on Twitter or wherever on stream. I didn't check the chat this stream. Maybe I should have, but I'll get better at this. And hopefully we do another stream next maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow. Keep you guys posted. I'll start posting on my X whenever I'm going to stream, so you guys can see it.